Hello, this is Sahar Chenier, photojournalist and founding spokesperson of Stop Non-Consensual Experiments on All World Citizens. It is now 4:08 in the morning in Eastern Standard Time on Friday, March 1st, 2019. I am doing my best to organize my things. I just came back here after being gone for 2 weeks because it was made completely uninhabitable for me. Again, it has been a particularly conspicuous stretch since literally January 1st of this year, 2019, since the place I was supposed to be in from then. It was done through my using the Airbnb app, or what appears to be the Airbnb app, through my smartphone, but I have been learning in like rapid fire succession. I've been learning that that my communications have been getting a lot more interfered with than I thought. So I just heard an echo of what I was saying right now. I'm not sure if that's part of it or some technical issue, but anyway, so see, they're pretending like they don't see what the problems are, and I realize because they've been on a stretch where they've actually been trying to poison me. I mean, they've been poisoning me, and I don't know to what end exactly they're doing that for, what they're trying to do by doing that. But obviously it's nothing safe or good or healthy. At the least, they definitely seem like they've been looking to abduct me, and I'm really wondering if they're even hoping that to like kill me. But and for these reasons, I am not inclined to try to speak with them directly. So I'm hoping to just peacefully get my things out uneventfully. By the checkout time is why I came back, and I'm up tonight from the place I had to go back to in New Jersey, hoping to get a break, but I did not get a break from toxic inhalants there. So see, they had dropped this heat setting over 2 weeks ago. It was part of one of the several things. I was actually mostly worried about the poison that they did to make it uninhabitable for me. It's very cold. You could look at what the temperatures are in these dates. Again, it's just become March 1st in 2019. And so the indoor temperature is down to 61 degrees, even though this is the highest. It's a 2-floor house, and this is the second floor. So this has just been, nobody discussed this with me or anything. And then they, send messages like, oh, we just want to make sure that cleaning is scheduled for noon and stuff like that, so that I have to be checked out by then, so, because they just want to take my money and be making me sick. And at the least, setting me up, you probably said it, might be setting up for a bad review is another reason it's dangerous to try to communicate with them directly, because I always take a video to show I'm leaving the place in good order and everything. I don't want to give them any opportunity for any kind of interaction that they could take out of context or anything. But this is really, these things are horrible. This has been done to me actually my entire adult life. Actually, even before I was really like an adult, like since I was in college as a, first year teenager, even actually before then, high school, trying to be able to just live properly. It's just been in any apartment or so, it has been craziness like this. One of the things that's going on here is also the situation they set up. I really believe they set it up just for me. So, cause I think it was probably fine pretty much before, and it'll probably be fine again pretty much right after. And it's just, they've had, I didn't know at first if there might be like an attic up there or so that it might not be such a big deal, but no, I found out that, rain, when it rains, the rain's been coming down, so then it's been causing more toxic, inhalants from the, the process of this mold growing here and all too, and clearly I don't see how they could have missed it, and it was set up for me. And so again, I just, by this point, I understand that some people might be like, oh, you should do this or should have done that or whatever, but I would say it might be people who have not A, been in this situation, and B, might not have been following that this is, like, I've been trying to catch my breath, literally, to be able to just breathe safely since at least January 1st. And really, I thought I was recovering in a place before that, but that was the place I went back to that they were quite conspicuously poisoning me this time. And the time I was there before for the month of December, that I thought, maybe I just never felt well enough to go out, except I dragged myself out to take out the garbage, but I never felt well enough to go out. I thought, I was really thinking it was because of what I'd already been subjected to when the organized predators were surging these activities against my health and all, when I meant to make the trip to Albany to try to get help from the governor's office in connection to the epidemic of sexual assault on campus, the Enough is Enough initiative, that's connected the epidemic of sexual assaults on campus to the human enslavement and trafficking activities, because basically they're using rape, other assaults, but including sexual assaults, rapes, as a tactic to drive the targets out of our cells, so that in order to prime us for brainwashing and programming, because they know they can't get away well with like having somebody literally in chains, a leash and chains and the whole thing, a human being. So their way of doing it is these, to mentally gain the coercive control over people, so they're too traumatized, too afraid to even try to run away or to tell anyone what's happening, that kind of thing. So anyway, I'm just going to close this out, make a note of the time and date. Luckily I can deal with the monetary aspect later. Obviously this can't drag on forever, because they would just bleed me dry to nothing, which is where they want me. So I literally any kind of job offer from them, I would not be able to refuse. That seems to be something they've been angling for. But, I'm just going to close this out because I'm really exhausted now too, and I need to finish getting my things ready. I'm making another trip to Albany. I'll be there for the month of March. It is now 4:14 in the morning in Eastern Standard Time on Friday, March 1st, 2019. Thank you, and God bless you.